Hey, how are you? Hi, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food on Facebook and YouTube. And I was reading some comments and on either Facebook or YouTube. I think it was YouTube. Yes, because she had watched my cheating is choosing video, and so I went, cheating is choosing. Maybe it's time we did another one of those. Because when you cheat, which is a word I do not like, you are choosing. You are choosing. I ran into somebody eating some food on a, what day was it? I think it was Saturday. And she was having a pizza, and she was having French fries, and she was feeding the same things to her children. And she had a pile of ketchup along with the French fries and the pizza. And she had fruit juice with more grams of sugar than soda. And she said that this was her cheat day. So she got a little Sarah smackdown calling it, please call it a treat day, because enjoy it. Because tomorrow you might want to do a better job with none of the above. Talk about a visual, though. Wow, it was a foodie's delight. Food porn, French fries and pizza at the same meal. Excuse me. Well, I hope you're not thinking of doing that after hearing about it, because I'm sure that the after effect is not to feel very good about themselves or have their belly feel too good. And so cheating indeed is choosing to have something that maybe you weren't supposed to have, maybe something that wasn't planned. Because I like to think that psychologically, if you start working on the treat, which means that you know you're going to have it, so you get all of that pleasure of the anticipation, and it's in your tracker, so it's allowed. So whatever plan you're on, points or macros or calories, MyFitnessPal, Lose It, Weight Watchers, Smart Points, PPV, you know that it's planned for the day and you've earned it. Isn't that much more gratifying and satisfying? And doesn't that really mesh with what you're doing every other day, which is to take care of yourselves and make healthy choices and turn bottles and cans and boxes over and read what the label says is inside of it? You're doing all this work, all the other either meals or days of the week. Why do you want to self-sabotage? Because cheating is choosing, and it is self-sabotaging. It's not going to hurt me if you have the pizza and the French fries. But it could hurt you. It could hurt your progress. It could hurt it because there you were, really plugged in, and suddenly you had that. And as we say in another 12-step program that I go to, after eating all of that, you know what could happen? Nothing. What does that do to your head? Starts messing with it. And so your head starts saying, oh, well, I can have these sort of things. Hee hee. The little laugh that makes me crazy when somebody cheats and it's not planned and it's not even enjoyed, it's just shoved in. Hee hee. Don't do that to yourself. Cheating is choosing. And so a treat has so much more work involved before you have it. Right? You've planned it. You've gone to your tracker. You've put it in. You're paying attention to all of that. It is either in the house or it's at a place, and the rest of it in the other place, like the tub or the pie plate or whatever it is that you're having, the pizza plate, whatever it is that you are planning to have as a treat. It might be better if it just stays there in the shop, right? Rather than coming home and going in your freezer or as a doggy bag or just sitting on your counter, because then it's going to be talking. Because treats for me are talkers. I'm in the refrigerator and I'm here And I know that you want me. I'm not necessarily planned. Now, for example, I had a little bit of a talking treat. I didn't have it, but I had a little bit of the talking part. I made Greg a coconut custard cream pie. And I told him, hey, I'll make you a dessert, right? So you just tell me what it is, because I'm going to be Betty Crocker in the kitchen. And so he said he wanted that. And so I've never made one before. I'm not really a baker. I'm more of a cooker, before the dessert. And so I did it. And, yes, it is a talking kind of dessert. Now, tonight I'm having my fat bomb, so I'm covered with that. But I know the feeling of being pulled with something in the fridge. And I made my fat bomb this morning for this evening. And I opened up the refrigerator, and there it was, that pie. And I put the fat bomb on it. And I know, because I just know that I'm having my treat tonight. Having that coconut cream pie is not an option. Now, if I made it into a low-carb, high-fat dessert using xyla instead of sugar, the coconut works, the butter works, the egg works, coconut flour works. I wouldn't eat the crust. So it is something doable, right? It's like the paleo or the high-fat kind of recipes that you see if you do that program. But do I want to? No. And the no is because I know that this would be a future binge food. I just know. It's no different than the cake that I had to bring in for an employee birthday at staff meeting. And I know the danger of it. I know my former binge foods. It might be that it was 22 months ago when I had my last bite of my binge foods, which at that point were 2 different cakes that I would eat the entire cakes, both of them in a week, less than a week maybe. And so I know my binge foods, and I'm 65, so I know what's not good for me. My original binge foods weren't these things. They were other things, and so it evolved. And so my final binge foods, I have to be very careful of. Are you understanding what I'm saying with all of this? My final binge foods, I have to be very careful when I'm around them. Your final binge foods, you might have to be careful to be around. And so if you're planning a treat day, it might not be the same thing as what your final binge food was, if you're following me. Now, a treat for me is a baked potato with my steak on Saturday. And so I make the baked potato in advance, and I put it in the fridge so it chills, just like some people do with steel-cut oats, just like what some people do with sweet potatoes. They take a starchy item and they chill it, and that does something chemically to it where the carbs are only like half carbs, the rest is resistant starch, which your little prebiotics love. It's food for them. And so I've been doing that the last couple of weeks with my potato and saving some carbs. I've also cut way back on the berries, and I didn't have them 3 times last week, and I said I wasn't going to have them this week just to see if it changes my head with the sugar content, just to see if it changes, any macros, whatever, just a change. And instead I'm having a kiwi in my salad. And so today I'm having the kiwi and not having the berries. Tomorrow I might have the berries because I do have some left over. And when you're shelling out big bucks for organic berries, you don't let them go bad. I might have thrown out some other disasters in my journey of changing up foods, but not organic berries. So that's what I'm saying here today. Cheating is choosing. So if you take that bite, that slice, that something that is not planned, not in your tracker, not anticipated for an hour, 2 days, 8 hours in the morning when you put it in, that's cheating. And cheating does more damage than just to your body and your tummy. It does huge brain damage because you're you're cheating on yourself. You know, you're taking that person that has the momentum and the progress and is doing well and is tracking, drinking water, even exercising a little bit, buying healthier foods, eliminating the ones that could be dangerous to your little body and your weight loss progress. And all of a sudden you're saying, license to eat this. Well, no, don't do that to yourself. Cheating is choosing. Treating is a whole other ballgame as far as I'm concerned. It's planned, it's tracked, it's allowed. You fit it in. It's your reward for the hard work that you do. Cheating? It's just like it could be it could be leading you up to a future binge. It could be destroying your momentum in whatever program you're following and your progress, and you don't want to go there. There's nothing like waking up the next day clean, and not having done what you kind of were triggered or craving to do and not having done it. I'm telling you, it's a very proud moment, and those moments build, and then you see results. So you have a wonderful day. A little bit of a Sarah Smackdown. Cheating is choosing. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.